my vest. Honey's everywhere, I made them down, baby. Oh, deep.
Go to NFLShop.com and gear up.
Tracy Wolfson loves the Run Rich Run spot. Okay, thank you, Tracy. We are letting our smile be our umbrella after our alma mater yesterday, so we're sticking together. Thank you, Tracy. Really appreciate that. Johnny Unitas is ready for this game today. I'll tell you that. Johnny Unitas, Ray Lewis, their statues. Steelers are undefeated. Mike Garafalo's reporting. Mike?
Rich, we're not far from Oriole Park at Camden Yards, so how about a little bit of a baseball analogy? That's what Wink Martindale, the Ravens defensive coordinator, used this week when he was talking about Ben Roethlisberger. He said he's like a pitcher coming back from Tommy John surgery. He had that elbow surgery last year. He says he's accurate, he's better, he's throwing the ball faster, all of these things. But Martindale said it's still Ben's offense. That's what the Steelers are doing. John Harbaugh saying the same thing, saying that this is the offense that they have been running for years and years and years. So they know he's dangerous, despite the fact that the ball is coming out more quickly. He's just more comfortable in what he's doing. So they have to attack him the way that they have in the past. That's been the most successful. Still Ben's offense, and this is still Ravens Steelers.
They don't like us. We damn for sure don't like them.
Anybody come in our house, they get dealt with. Y'all know what time it is? Y'all hit in the mouth. Come on, boy. Touchdown, Steelers.
Ben puts the ball right on the money.
Touchdown. You gotta be here.
It is a first-time start for Lamar Jackson against the Steelers. Jackson is unbelievably gifted.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Unbelievable.
Classic Ravens Steelers, all kind of hitting.
It was tough to hold down, indeed.
There's some hitting, there's some jawing, there's everything we thought there would be.
Definitely been a physical game.
The Steelers are smelling blood.
He got feelings hot. I can smell it.
You got two teams that respect one another but don't like one another.
Everything you got.
Pittsburgh and Baltimore, you don't have to say a whole lot more.
Check it out. When you're looking at this series right here, this season, it's just going to be on, as it always is. But in terms of first rankings and first, Steelers are first in total yards per game allowed and sacks, points per game allowed. The Ravens have that one, of course. We know the Steelers are the lone remaining undefeated team in the National Football League. Mooch, Kurt, take it away.
All right, you know what, Kurt Warner, these two teams have really exciting offenses too, don't they? Yeah. But I ask you, Kurt Warner, will today be another classic AFC North defensive struggle?
Well, I mean, we saw the numbers there. You mix in a little wind, you mix in a little weather. I mean, it has the makings to be all of that. And it's really going to fall onto some young players offensively on whether it is a defensive struggle. And for the Ravens, it starts with their young quarterback, right? Not many teams have slowed him down. The Pittsburgh Steelers is one of them. 3 interceptions last year, 5 sacks, and a 55 quarterback rating, all career lows or highs, however you look at it, for Lamar Jackson. And then on the other side, we talked about it a little bit last week. They've got a bunch of young wide receivers against a really talented secondary of the Baltimore Ravens. Can those young receivers step up and make those big game-changing plays against this Ravens secondary? That's what I got my eye on.
Yeah, I got my eye on everything in this game because you're talking about, it's a rival game, and usually rivals are supposed to be like, yeah, you know, they share the rivalry, right? 22-22 over the, last couple decades. And you're talking about Harbaugh and Tomlin. They're right around even, 14-13 wins. This is going to be an amazing game. One of these two teams have won this division 14 out of the last 18 years. Talk about domination. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch these guys.
It's going to be a good one.
And for more now on the Cowboys and the Eagles, let me send it over to James Palmer in the city of brotherly love.
Well, thanks, Mooch. Every Cowboys player that was asked about Ben DiNucci this week said 2 things. One, his arm talent and his mobility. Head coach Mike McCarthy loves his speed. When the rookies arrived earlier this year, he was clocked at 21 miles an hour, which is really moving. He also played the role of Kyler Murray on the scout team when the Cowboys were preparing for the Cardinals. So that shows you the confidence they have in him utilizing his legs. Now, my understanding is in the Cowboys game plan for tonight, there will be aspects for him to go out and use those legs. And that's important, Rich, because the Eagles are giving up 13.8 yards a carry to quarterbacks this season.
Well, if he's running, let's hope it's not for his life because they can't afford to lose him. Let's be honest. I mean, the injury bug has been significant.
Yeah.
The blue on your screen indicates out for the season, and it has helped, let's be honest, turn Michael Irvin's lone wolf stuffed animal into what appears to be a lone wolf Cowboys emotional support stuffed animal. Is that what we have right now?
Yeah, this is what Champ is. And I knew this was coming, Rich, a couple weeks ago when I tweeted about the funk that I was in, right? When I tweeted about the funk that I was in, this is what I was talking about. You know, everybody still had hope and was talking about Andy Dalton, and I understood. But we were losing two of the most critical positions. You cannot have injuries at quarterback and in the offensive line, the most critical two positions on the football field, and still have great success. So I knew the troubles were coming, and the troubles looked even worse than I expected. When you see, with that, they were up to like 33 points a game. Now it's down to 6.5 points per game with this offense. Rich, the only people that are scoring less are your Jets at 5 points a game.
Word.
But at 6.5 points a game, it's just bad because of the two positions. So Champ is out here to help me get through all of this. My emotional support dog. He's so good. I love you for being here, buddy.
It's so funny. You know, when Mooch and Kurt were doing their thing, I positioned myself to get ready for the segment, and I'm like, is Irv up here? Because I'm looking at my notes, and I just see this stuffed animal with an emotional support.
Champ is good. Champ is. He's right there. You see that right there? His head's right.
I gotta take a picture of this. Here's smile, Irv. All right, there we go. Speaking of social, Michael, even though I agreed with what Rich Eisen did to you with the crying emoji,